Former wrestling great, Dino. Gino, you've known Joe LeDuc for a long time. You've known Dino Bravo for a very long time. Dino is the international heavyweight champion. This is a change, Joe LeDuc. A man much different, let's say, from the man we knew just a few short months ago. When we see him in the ring wrestling against Dino Bravo, and we see him in that ring, and who is it at his side? None other than the Boot. Tyler.
Right, the Boot Tyler that was a sworn enemy of Joe LeDuc. All of a sudden now he's Joe LeDuc's manager. It's hard to believe, Milt, but I've been in this game, this wrestling business for 25 years, and I've seen it all, but this tops the cake.
Well, you know, it's a sad, sad commentary on life today to think that a man, Joe LeDuc, the man who stood for righteous things, let's say not too very long ago, that $40,000, the $40,000 put up by the tandem of Eddie the Brain Preachman and Tarzan the Boot Tyler, could turn his head as it did so that he would heap the indignities on Dino Bravo that he did, coming into the ring in a mask, ripping him with his belt. Despicable actions on the part of a man. I guess what it is, Gino, when the man went bad, he went all bad.
That's it, and I think it all started with the Tonga affair and the Bravo affair. He felt he was put aside, that he didn't figure amongst the top contenders, and he said, why not? He said, I can make more money. Maybe sure this particular year, 1985, financially was not a good year for Joe LeDuc, but yes, still, you don't sell out that way. Joe LeDuc has lost all my friendship, and from now on, I mean, the only thing I can wish for Joe LeDuc is to see the light.
Well, you know, it almost is reminiscent of Joe Hardy and Damn Yankees, the way he sold his soul to the devil.
Right.
He was lucky enough to get it back. I'm not sure Joe LeDuc will. We saw Joe LeDuc right off the opening of the match take Dino against the ropes, throw in a couple of big, heavy forearm smashes when the referee ordered the break. Went for the hair that time. Dino with the standing wrist lock. And look at the look on his face, Gino. It's almost as if he's adopted an attitude of arrogance.
Right, and he believes, of course, he is one of the strongest men in professional wrestling. You can't take that away from him, that's for sure. But Dino Bravo is no slouch either, and it should be a fight, a good fight.
Well, we just saw something very, very interesting on the part of Dino. He turned away from Joe LeDuc, turned his back somewhat, and then turned back and laid a good, solid right hand into Joe's very ample midsection.
Joe is not too shook up on that one. Let's face it, he's a tough man. I know that for a fact.
Well, there's no question that big, solid boot to the midsection of Dino Bravo. Judo chop across the neck, punches across the face and across the back of the neck, forcing Bravo into the corner and laying a big, solid right-hand punch. And there's a lot of weight, Gino, coming behind those punches.
310 pounds and very strong also. There's a reverse.
Beautiful reversal by the champion. Reminds you, wrestling fans, although Joe LeDuc is bigger than Dino Bravo, Dino is indeed international heavyweight champion. You know that Joe LeDuc, as he rakes Dino's eyes along that top strand of rope, you know that Joe is looking for a championship match, isn't he, Gino?
Definitely.
And the quickest and surest way to gaining that type of confrontation would be to defeat Dino in a non-title match.
Right, and I believe he'd be, no matter how he wrestled, he is still a top contender for that belt. And I sure wish that something would happen where he'd see the light. But then, with Tarzan Tyler as your mentor, I mean, you got to turn out bad.
Well, you can see one thing. Joe's style certainly hasn't changed. The choice of opponents has. But he's always wrestled in a very deliberate fashion. Never been one to use the flashy, quick moves. You can see the way he was holding Dino in the corner by the neck, laying those big, solid knees into the midsection. And now from behind, laying those big knees and boots in. The way Joe LeDuc wrestles, like a lot of very, very big men, he grinds his opponents down, wears them down.
Tires you down.
Leaning, I mean, when you're supporting all that weight your own weight plus another 300 pounds as Joe's leaning on you and laying those big boots in. It has to take its toll over the long haul.
Right, and there's that big punch of LeDuc, and it did jar Dino Bravo. But I know Dino Bravo. Dino Bravo can take it.
Well, in fact,
but he can also take it. That's why he's international champion. Here's something, though, that might really do the job.
The Joe LeDuc backbreaker. In fairness to Joe, those punches before weren't in fact punches. You know, they were purely legitimate. They were forearm smashes.
Forearm smashes, yes.
Dino managing to get his right foot over that bottom strand of rope. LeDuc moving very slowly, very deliberately. And so far, Joe seems to have this match reasonably well in control. But what did he attempt to do there? You know, it almost looked like a
bear hug him, and he wanted to drop his neck on that top rope.
Unfortunately for Dino, it missed.
Right. Best thing that would happen, that's the Dino get outside.
Well, LeDuc helped push him out there.
We haven't seen Eddie Creechman around the ring there, but I know that he's also negotiating with Joe LeDuc. Now, imagine that not only have you got Tarzan Tyler giving you advice, and you've got a guy like Eddie to bring Creechman, it's got to mess you up somewhere.
Well, on the other side of the coin is this, too, that as Tarzan Tyler has said right here in international wrestling, Eddie Creechman is out beating the bushes for more hired assassins.
Right, and from what I hear, he'll be coming with some top-notch wrestlers pretty soon.
Big forearm by LeDuc. Bravo on the ring apron, and I don't like the position he's in. Bent backwards over that top rope, and again the big LeDuc forearm coming down heavily on the upper part of Dino Bravo's chest.
No.
He's going for Dino's eyes.
Very vicious.
This is ludicrous. Biting the top of Dino's head, it almost looks like. Ripping at his right eye. Wrestling fans, remember one thing, the referee does have the power to stop the match if he feels a wrestler, let's say a particular part of the anatomy, is injured and he's unable to continue.
That's right.
And now ramming Dino's head into that top corner turnbuckle, again working on that same right eye because he turned Dino's head so as the eye would take the brunt of that blow.
Right. To me now, Dino Bravo looks groggy. As you can see, he's not moving. His reflexes aren't there. I mean, something's got to happen.
He's taken a lot of punishment during the course of this match.
He's just turning around, like a lamb going to slaughter right now. But like I said, don't count him out.
LeDuc coming back off those ropes, using the ropes to string him.
Oh!
Bravo missing the punch up in the air. The big atomic drop by Joe LeDuc. Is he going to cover Bravo?
He should right now. I think he's making a mistake. He probably would have a pin.
I think it is a mistake, Gino. I think that the possibility existed that if that 310-pound man had used his full force and full weight to cover Dino, he may well have pinned him for the count at that particular point.
Well, at least it would have been a good try. What's he going to try now, Mills?
Flipping Bravo off the ropes, coming back to the middle of big punch. Bravo down heavily. And again, for some reason, Joe LeDuc
now he's covering him.
Slowly going down for the cover, but he gave Dino time to recover and kick out.
Well, there's still some movement in Dino, and that was pretty quick. I mean, he's up on his feet now. He'll come back.
But he had a good 2 or 3 seconds lying on the canvas, Gino, before LeDuc even bothered to cover.
Yes, right.
LeDuc laying another boot in the midsection. Bravo very, very groggy right now, wrestling fans. LeDuc coming down with another punch, and Dino rolling under the bottom rope and using the ring savvy he's acquired over the last 10 or 12 years. Dino outside the ring and now has a chance to...
Right now, always walking around. He's walking around. He's not too groggy.
Interesting, Gino, that Tarzan Tyler backed off and avoided a confrontation with Dino at that particular point.
Well, he knows. I mean, he'd have no chance against Bravo, even though Bravo's been beaten up on. But he'll come back. Now, look, he's recuperating.
Well, he's using his ring smart.
A good wrestler to know when to back off, recuperate, and come back.
Well,
and when you weigh 248 pounds, you're considered one of the strongest wrestlers going. I mean, Bravo, he can't...
Blocking the punch that time by LeDuc. Bravo coming back with his own right hand, a left to the midsection, left to the side of the head, another left.
That's it.
Dino, you know, Dino must have a boxing background, the way he throws those left jabs.
No, he really doesn't have a boxing background, Bill, but he can throw a punch, too.
Now Bravo coming back on his own kick to the midsection, whipping LeDuc across. Big back drop. Way up in the air, heavy back drop. You can see the way Joe LeDuc is registering pain.
You see how the tight turn?
Absolutely. Bravo moving very quickly now. Picking 300 pounds up, slamming him. The referee's down. Caught by the boots of Joe LeDuc. What's he doing? Signaling something, Gino.
Well, you know, the rules, Athletic Commission, you cannot hit a referee even unintentionally. The bout is over. Both men disqualified.
Good knee lift by Bravo against LeDuc. What is he ruling? No contest?
No contest. This is it. Bravo, don't ever
LeDuc
turn your back.
attacking him from behind. Bravo's now bent over. Remember, wrestling fans, the match has been thrown out. The referee was
Somebody should tell
knocked down.
LeDuc the match is
The
over.
referee was knocked down by Joe LeDuc's boots as Bravo was picking him up to slam him. Now LeDuc's got Bravo outside the ring, ramming him into that corner post. That's a steel post wrestling
He
fan.
just walked away from him. How disgusting.
Well, you talk about changes, you talk about seasons. There is no seasonal change greater than